Hey, what's going on YouTube? It is Josh here, coming at you with some Yugi-News, and over the weekend they announced some brand new OCG Link cards that are going to be coming out in this special Link Vrains pack. It has a bunch of new Link monsters, and I think it looks awesome. There's Lightsworn support, there's a Burning Abyss Link monster, Gladiator Beast Link monster, there's old archetypes that are getting new Link monsters, and they all look really cool, and I wanted to cover them today. I was working over the weekend, and I didn't really feel good on top of that, so I didn't have really the time or energy to go over these, but I feel better on this Monday, and yeah, let's just jump into this. So there are some pictures here. They're kind of small, but there's kind of some better looks at them. I'll post this link down below so you guys can read the effects and as well as take a look at the artwork because some of them look really cool. But the first one, we have a new Cleafort Link monster. It's gonna most likely be called Cleafort Genius. It's a Link rating of 2, Earth Machine type monster, 1800 attack, and yeah, so basically, it's got a couple effects. First of all, this Link Summon card is unaffected by spell or trap cards and the activated effects of other Link monsters. Okay, then. We also have once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls, negate both of their effects. That's really good too. We also have the third effect here, which is when two monsters are special summoned to the zones this card points to at the same time, you can add one level 5 or higher machine monster from your deck to your hand. So, really cool card for Cleaforts. It'll be interesting to see how people utilize this card. The second card we have is Gladiator Beast Dragacious. Sorry, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but it's a Link 2 Winged Beast effect monster with a 2000 attack. And its materials are 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, and then it's got 2 effects, but you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay, interesting. So first of all, if a Gladiator Beast monster you control attacks, it cannot be destroyed by that battle, and your opponent cannot activate cards and effects until the end of the damage step. That will be very useful. And then it's got this other effect here, which is at the end of the battle phase of this card battled, you can return this card to the extra deck, special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters with different names. So it's got the tag out effect there, which, we're used to Gladiator Beast having, but in terms of it being a Link monster, that's really cool and really unique. I think that's awesome. We also have Cherubini, Black Angel of the Burning Abyss. Just when I thought people were going to be, finally turning in the Burning Abyss deck and the Burning Abyss cards, they come out with updated support for them. So, but that's okay. I know there's lots of people out there that like Burning Abyss, but it's got 500 attack. Its materials have to be 2 level 3 monsters. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. But its first effect is monsters this card points to cannot be destroyed by card effects. Alright, pretty generic, but really, really good effect. If this card is on the field and it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send one card you control to the graveyard instead. And also, its last effect is you can send one level 3 monster from your deck to the graveyard and special summon a burning or then target a Burning Abyss monster you control, increase that target's attack and defense by the attack and defense of the sent monster until the end of the turn. Very interesting. All of these, this is like my first time reading them, and I think all of these cards are really cool. This is the one I'm most excited for, though, because I always have a Lightsworn deck laying around. We have Cryos or Curios, I'm not sure how you would say his name, Dominion of the Lightsworn. It's a Link rating of 3, Light Warrior Link monster. It's 3 monsters with the same attribute but different types. That's interesting. But all the Lightsworns are lights, obviously, so it shouldn't be that hard to bring out. You can only use this card's effects number 1 and 2 once per turn each. So its first effect, let's see. If this card is link summoned, you can send one card from your deck to the graveyard. Oh my gosh, really good for Lightsworns. Or any graveyard based deck, really. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard by a card effect, or not this card, if a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by a card effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Alright, get some milling action there. And its last effect is if this card leaves the field, due to your opponent's card effect or it's destroyed by battle, you can target one card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Wow, that's going to be so awesome for Lightsworn players. Whenever this comes to the TCG, I will definitely get a couple copies because Lightsworns, again, it's just one of those decks. Same with Burning Abyss, really. You never know when they're going to become popular. They're always getting random support out of nowhere, which I'm not complaining about. I love Lightsworn, so that's why I always just keep all the cards. I might not always have the deck built, but they'll always be in my binder in my collection just for whenever they do get popular, whenever they do get more support, because, yeah, they're just one of my favorite archetypes. But moving on, we even have Crystron support. Like, this OCG pack is crazy for those old archetypes. This is awesome. But it's going to be, the name translation is Crystron Needle Fiber. So, these names could change in the TCG, but we'll have to see. But it's a Link 2 Water Machine monster with 1500 attack. It's 2 monsters, including 1 or more tuners. Interesting. It's got a couple different effects. First of all, if this card is link summoned, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower tuner monster from your hand or deck in face-up defense position. It cannot activate its effects, though. And then, during your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can banish this card, special summon 1 tuner synchro monster from your extra deck. And it's treated as a synchro summon. Let's see. Last card here, we have Heretic Seal of the Celestial Spheres. Quite the name, but it is a Link 2 Light Dragon effect monster with 0 attack. Its materials are 2 dragon monsters. Let's see. You can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. Once per turn, though, during your opponent's turn, if this card is in the extra deck monster or extra monster zone, you contribute 1 card you control or in your hand, return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. That's a pretty good effect. And then its second effect is if this card is tributed, special summon a dragon monster from your hand or deck and make its attack and defense 0. So there could be some interesting plays with that, but yeah, this set looks really cool. I can't believe all of these archetypes are getting link monsters and link support, but some of these cards are exactly what these archetypes needed, just that extra little bit of boost to make them more, competitive and viable for the new Link era that we're in. So I'm definitely not mad, because for those players that enjoy those older archetypes but kind of felt left out when they did the whole rule change and the link effects and link cards and all of that, this is their chance to bring back those old decks and have some fun with them. Even if these don't make them tier 1, they'll still be fun to, play on the side, play casually, or take to locals just for fun, and, that kind of thing, which at the end of the day, that's what I'm all about. I'm not all about tier 1, tier 0 decks. I like making fun decks that aren't really competitive, but, they're just fun. So I'm very excited for these to come out, but I feel like some of these are really going to benefit, like Burning Abyss and Lightsworn especially. That's huge. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's some of the new cards coming out. Comment down below what you think of these new Link cards, and if you plan picking any of them up for any of these archetypes that you may or may not have. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and yeah, hopefully we get some news on when these will be coming to the TCG soon, but as for right now, the OCG players will be lucky enough to get this cool Vrain set. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. It really helps me out. And yeah, guys, I hope you will stay tuned for future videos. I got some awesome deck profiles and some giveaways coming up, so stay tuned for those, and I'll speak with you guys soon. Until next time, peace out. Have a good one.